Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Devin O'Day, and it is Main Street Today time. I am actually pre-taping this show because I have a day full of activities on this Thursday. So I had to go ahead and pre-tape some stuff, but it's all brand new, and I want to share it with you here. We're going to be paying tribute to some of the winners of the recent International Bluegrass Music Awards. It is an incredible organization, and the music is fantastic. And I think that we will kick things off in just a few minutes with someone that we just logged the interview on our Instagram page. Do you follow Main Street Today on Instagram? Do you have an Instagram? Well, you can go there, and we put shortened versions of our interviews. And Ms. Dale Ann Bradley is one of our interviews that we just put up. And she just won Female Vocalist of the Year, and actually 2 awards. She won 2 IBMA awards, and we're going to be playing some stuff from her. But first, I want to turn your attention to our friend Lee Greenwood. I want you to join me. I'm going to be at John A's on Friday. But first, let me tell you why I'm going to be there and why Lee Greenwood is going to be there.
Lee Greenwood here. I recently announced my partnership with Soldier Valley Spirits to introduce the Lee Greenwood Signature Bourbon. There it is. And you can order your own bottle at soldiervalleyspirits.com. A portion of the proceeds helps benefit veterans organizations such as Honor and Remember, Fisher House, AMVETS National Service Organization, Disabled American Veterans, and Omaha National Cemetery. I hope you enjoy it, and remember to drink responsibly.
Lee is going to be at John A's. I'm going to be there. We're going to be watching Lee sign bottles of this beautiful, he's teamed up with a couple of different distillers, Patriarch Distillers and Soldier Valley, to create vodka and bourbon. It is just wonderful. So if you'd like to get a signed bottle, join us on Friday. We're going to be at John A's, probably there on the porch. It's going to be fantastic. Lots of other things going on, but we're going to be there from 4 until 6 p.m. And Lee is going to be signing bottles of his brand new bourbon. It's fantastic. And next week's a big day because we're going to be down in Huntsville, and he's going to be doing his 40 years of hits special with all sorts of amazing people like Aaron Lewis and Alex Miller of American Idol. Michael Ray will be there, Michael W. Smith, Jeannie Seeley, John Barry, Neil McCoy, Sam Moore, Tracy Lawrence, Ty Herndon, the Gatlin brothers. I'm telling you, it is a star-studded cast. He will be there if you want to go down to Huntsville and get you a ticket, or wait till it's on television because they're going to tape the whole thing. It's going to be fantastic. Big, big doings, but you get to meet Lee in person at John A's on Friday, 4 to 6. Y'all won't be there. Well, now, before we get into the rest of the show, we're going to talk about a pumpkin patch in Smyrna that belongs to a family friend of mine. And we're going to be talking about some of the scary things about Middle Tennessee. We can't mention Middle Tennessee and scary without the Bell Witch. And there's always a new film. I got one on Prime Video that you're going to be able to see. But first, let's kick things off with Dale Ann Bradley, brand new from Pine Castle Records. She's got a brand new single called Pearl. Picked up 2 IBMA awards at the Bluegrass Awards this week. And, well, there is no voice like Dale Ann Bradley.
And your life's a mess. Your whisper sounds like a cigarette, but you swear you're comfortable where you're at. And girl, you gotta pull yourself together, Pearl. Tomorrow's a brand new day. I'm sick of singing the blues, and I'm sick of seeing you this way. Must have been something your mother never said. After all these years, you still keep it here. Walks behind those baby blues, a little girl crying inside of you. And girl, I can hear her laughing now. Pearl, can't you come out and play? I'm sick of singing the blues, and I'm sick of seeing you this way. way. Wrapped up in smiles and reasons, moving to the beat of a different drum. I see your eyes and it's pleasing, so few miles, and look how far you come, girl. You gotta pull yourself together, girl. Tomorrow's a brand new day. I'm sick of singing the blues and I'm sick of seeing you this way. Girl, look at the way you're dressed, hair in your face and your life's a mess. Your whisper sounds like a cigarette, but you swear you're comfortable where you're at. And girl, you gotta pull yourself together, girl. Tomorrow's a brand new day. I'm sick of singing the blues and I'm sick of seeing you this way. Sick of singing the blues and I'm sick of seeing you this way. Sick of singing the blues and I'm sick of seeing you this way. Hey girl, oh girl.
If you don't have Things She Couldn't Get Over by Dale Ann Bradley from Pine Castle Records, go get it. Download it. Whatever you do, stream it. Go and get it. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just get that record because it is so good. After a While is the gospel song that she won the Bluegrass Award for as well. Oh, so good. Well, Bluegrass is coming to BackStage Nashville this Saturday. I'm going to be there with Ronnie Bowman, one of my favorite singers. Oh, he's so good. And speaking of great singers, Rebecca Lynn Howard, friend of mine, dear precious girl from Loving Mary, Steven Tyler's band. Ray Stevenson will be there. Brent Michael Wood will be there. And, Rebecca Lynn Howard does that beautiful version of Forgive. I don't know, crossing my fingers that she's going to do it then. But she's got so many great songs. So many great songs. There is, I don't know how many times we've had bluegrass people on BackStage in Nashville. I don't know of any time that I've been there that we've had someone from the bluegrass world, but Ronnie Bowman is a great songwriter. And I love this one because he got married and he was kind of a newlywed but he just kind of getting used to being with somebody all the time. And he talked about this song and the writing of it when he was on Bill Cody's show, and I heard him, and it was a great story, and I'm sure you'll hear the story behind it. But now you've just got to take a listen to Ronnie Bowman. Listen to this voice. It's so pure.
This is one I wrote with Don Cook called It's Getting Better All the Time. Well, I don't stop breathing every time the phone rings. My heart don't race when someone's at my door. And I've almost given up thinking you're ever gonna call. I don't believe in magic anymore. I don't just lie awake at night asking God to get you off my mind. It's getting better all the time. It's getting better all the time. Yeah, I got to work on time again this morning. This old job is all that I got left, and no one even noticed I'd been crying. At least I don't have whiskey on my breath. Well, I think I'm gonna make it, 'cause God won't make a mountain I can't climb. getting better all the time. It's getting better all the time. God, I hope you're happy. And girl, I wish you well. I just might get over you. You can't ever tell. Well, I always thought that I'd do something crazy if I ever saw you out with someone else. But when the moment came last night, I couldn't say a word. I stood there in the dark all by myself. I could have said a million things, but all I did was keep them locked inside. It's getting better all the time. It's getting better all the time. It's getting better all the time. Thank y'all.
Woo, he is so good. He is going to be, Ronnie Bowman is going to be on stage at BackStage Nashville. That is this Saturday, starting at 12:30. Doors open at 11:15, 11:30, and you can get pictures taken. They've got a great backdrop, so a lot of photo ops, and it almost always sells out. If you'd like to go, just go to backstagenashville.net. And we're going to go now to Smyrna, Tennessee, where there is a farm, the Walden family farm. Bill Walden, the late Bill Walden, was a dear friend of mine. Great, great singer. Talk about holding up that good old bass baritone. He could really do it. And singing along with those Church of Christ a cappella hymns, he just was masterful. And this was his family farm, and his family has kept it up. It's the Walden Pumpkin Farm in Smyrna, Tennessee, right there on the county line. But let's find out a little bit about the history. How does someone actually start a pumpkin farm?
Walden Farm is nestled between the rolling hills of Rutherford and Williamson County. This 265-acre farm became the perfect place for the family to establish a homestead and a place of serenity and harmony for the family to live and grow. In 1999, planting a few rows of pumpkins just for fun, the Waldens had no idea they'd be picking close to 500 pumpkins at harvest time. Overloaded by the amount, they piled them up against the barn. Strangely enough, people pulled into the farm to inquire about the pumpkins. The idea was planted, and Walden Pumpkin Farm was born. Walden Farm is open every year from late September through October 31st. As the heat of summer is lulling into the crisp coolness of autumn, people all over Middle Tennessee come to enjoy searching for their perfect Halloween pumpkin, or just people watch while rocking on the barn porch. There is something to do for all ages at Walden Farm. From hay rides, choosing pumpkins and gourds, petting farm animals, playing in hay and corn mazes, Tennessee slip and slide, and delicious food and treats are just some of what the farm offers. The Old Country Store sells a complete selection of fall decorating items, wonderful jams, jellies, and honey, old-fashioned candy treats, and Halloween items, just to name a few. So come on out, it's free admission and parking. Please visit our website at www.waldenfarm.biz.
When the baseball season stops, all the other stuff starts at First Horizon Park. Nitro Circus. Ooh, that scares me to death. But they wear those GoPros and you can see up close and personal the action that I never want to experience for myself on purpose. It may happen, but it's not because I ask it to. Nitro Circus is taking place October 15th at First Horizon Park. Let's talk about a movie. There are so many scary, scary stories. There is a ghost tour in Nashville. Hopefully, before the month is out, we'll get to hear some ghost stories that take place in Middle Tennessee. But we cannot go without talking about the Bell Witch. The Bell Witch in Adams, Tennessee. It is a story that many books have been written about and many movies have been made. And here's one that is brand new, and you can find it on Prime Video, iTunes, Apple TV, and Google Play. It's called The Mark of the Bell Witch. Who that just is so spooky to me. And if you talk to anybody from that area, they all know the story of the Bell Witch. And just scary, scary, scary. But you can find that movie, The Mark of the Bell Witch, Prime Video, iTunes, Apple TV, and Google Play. You can get it on demand. Well, we're going to talk about, speaking of on demand, Sister Sadie took home Vocal Group of the Year. And they are a fabulous collection of ladies. Just take a look. There they are right there. And I love Deanie. Look at Deanie. She plays the fiddle on the Grand Ole Opry. She's part of Sister Sadie. And I love how bluegrass people, without any help whatsoever, without any accoutrements, they can be backstage getting ready to go on stage and just doing a little vocal warm-up, and they sound fantastic. For example, getting ready to go on stage at the IBMAs, where they won Vocal Group of the Year. Here they were, just warming up.
Make the world go away and get it off my shoulders. Say the things you used to say and make the world go away. Say the things you used to say
Thank you to the News Observer for sending us that and letting us see what it's like behind the scenes at the IBMAs. It's just music just everywhere. If you get a chance to go to a bluegrass awards, whether it's Spigma or IBMA, get a chance. Music is literally coming out of the walls in those. We're going to hear from a group that ended up they won Song of the Year, but they were nominated in like 3 other categories, and that is Balsam Range. And I wasn't really familiar with them, but I thought, well, we got to have them in our show because oh my gosh, so good. And I love how bluegrass groups can work one microphone and they just kind of move in, and there's no, okay, you take it or you take it. They flow like the ebb and flow of waves going in and out from the beach. It's really fantastic to watch.
I'm driving Route 24 to a job that's such a chore. Past a man looks a lot like me. He surely got a hard luck story. I wonder how did he get there? As I see him in the rearview mirror, well, something tells me he and I are the same. Walking on a thin white line, watching all the cars go by, hoping for a northbound ride down on the highway side. Hitchhiking Route 24, gotta wish I knew what's in store. Past a man looks a lot like me, except he's on Easy Street. I wonder how did he get there? As I see him in his rearview mirror, well, something tells me he and I are the same. Walking on a thin white line, watching all the cars go by, hoping for a northbound ride down on the highway side. On a thin white line, watching all the cars go by, hoping for a northbound ride down on the highway. Walking on a thin white line, watching all the cars go by, hoping for a northbound ride down on the highway. Walking on a thin white line, watching all the cars go by, hoping for a northbound ride down on the highway side. Highway side.
That is the brand new single from Balsam Range. They won Song of the Year, and that's their brand new video. You can get their music, Mountain Home Music, get Balsam Range's new music too. The way that you support, if you love bluegrass, the way that you support bluegrass acts is to actually buy their music, whether it's from a label like Mountain Home or Pine Castle, whether it's supporting them by going and buying a ticket to when they play live. And wherever you're watching in the world, go to their websites and support their music that way. And speaking of supporting music, Artemis Fest is coming up on Saturday, and they have a lot of great women performers, the women of Americana music.
Hi, I'm Luisa Lopez, and me and my friends want to let you know that I will be playing on
October 9th at Ada Mae's Farm
at 12 p.m.
at the Artemis Fest.
I also want to let you know that I have a single coming out very soon called Dear Misty Lane. I also want to let you know that the artist that I will be playing along with is Mercy Bell, Shelley Fairchild, Steph Mahan, Jonelle Mosser, and Autumn Nicholas. And you can get your tickets right now at artemisfest.com.
Hope to see you there.
Hope to see you there. Woohoo!
giving a lot of reduced prices to adopt a dog. And when you adopt from a shelter, it includes all of their medical, all of their starting shots, their spays, their neuters. It is incredibly inexpensive, comparatively speaking, to just starting out from scratch. And I just think it's really important that if you get a dog, adopt, don't shop. Now, some cases that can't be because maybe you want a certain kind of dog and whatever. I get that. I do get that. And there are good breeders out there, but there are so many dogs that need a home. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I hope that you can find one. It is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And it's really important because when we talk about domestic violence, we almost never mention men except as perpetrators. But did you know, while there are 1 in every 3 women involved in domestic violence, 1 in every 4 men are victims of domestic violence. 1 in every 4, almost even. And it's very important, if you're in a situation like that, to contact people in domestic violence organizations that can help. Speak up, find a way, find some kind of support, because it really is tough. Well, we're going to close with just a few minutes of Billy Strings. He won Entertainer of the Year and Guitar Player of the Year. And we're going to close by saying, be safe, be kind, and remember, most of all, you are loved. Billy Strings closing out our show here at Main Street Today.